And here were the Boston Celtics arriving earlier. The players with a look of intensity as they try to pick up a win on the road. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. And while it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves across the NBA.
Getting off to a hot start, always a good sign. But don't sleep on the teams that are still getting locked in. A lot can change in the coming months.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. We've got Jay. LeBron James is out there with Durant. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. He lobs it up, and he lays in the alley-oop.
Well, it's Harden continuing to evolve as a playmaker. This guy including his teammates, making them feel good.
Here's Westbrook.
Oh! Wow. The absolute ferocity from Russell Westbrook. The rim, my goodness, how you feeling?
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Now, here's Yao. 11 points last game. Butler feeling out of it. Feeds it to Harden. 6 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. And Bryant slams it in.
Such body control from Bryant, able to take some hits there on the way up.
Here's the Celtics with the ball. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
Yeah, but this is a team they faced and beat in the postseason a year ago. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And, of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian-American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator. And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Boston shooting their first free throw tonight.
One.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit, their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
Outside Butler. Pass to Harden. They get it again.
Well, how about the follow-up by Bryant, outworking the defense to get that second chance opportunity.
James looking it over. Banked in off the glass. You're right, defense, it's been terrific for him. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
Shoots the 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Hit the crossover, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Shaq.
And winning has become more consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season.
And the Heat with some changes. Al Horford's checked in for Yao. Miles Bridges comes in for Amari Stoudemire. And it's Brown in for Butler. And then for Boston, Ryan is checked in for LeBron. Jordan comes in for Jay. And Allen Iverson is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And so he hits both. And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
Kevin, lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Kobe. About About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The three-pointer is right on target.
Well, the mechanics of James Harden's shooting are just so defined and on point. He gets the ball, and he's ready to shoot right away.
Iverson against Harden. The drive by Iverson. And the dunk by Iverson.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Outside, Horford. Miami keeps it going. A new 14-second clock. Count it.
Well, can we remember Jaylen Brown's got a 7-foot wingspan? That's an easy second chance opportunity.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Here's Jordan, and Jordan slams it in.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
The Heat trail by 3. And they double up Brown. Left side, Horford. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Boston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Durant just inside the line, and another basket for Boston.
Kevin Durant does such a good job of reading the defense and attacking any weakness he might anticipate.
Horford finds Harden. Now here's Bridges. Good ball movement here by Miami. Horford with a screen on Jordan. Here's Crawford. The rebound by the Celtics. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and defensively, boy, did they trust one another. Communicated well and just made it very difficult to get good looks in that one.
You knew they were on a string all night on the defensive end, and it always helps when someone got caught out of position. Help was on the way.
He'd have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Harden, no good. Jordan outside. Lets the three fly, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back to the end. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce, and boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
And so Bryant will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They trail by 11. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
Jaylen Brown out there with Stoudemire. Then there's Kobe. Then it's Harden, and it's Yao in its center. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Harden outside. And a miss there on the triple. Celtics leading by 11. Westbrook scanning the floor. Kicks it out to LeBron. And in this era of positionless basketball, of course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot, down low, more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little big men. Oh, gentlemen. My goodness, step back.
That was incredible. And And here's Westbrook. Carter outside. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in blocked shots last year. The Celtics second.
Well, an important element of their defense is the ability to intimidate. I mean, their stellar shot blocking last year accomplished that in a big-time way.
And Miami making a change here. Butler's checked in. And a change for the Celtics. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Shaq.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Tatum passes to LeBron. Stolen by Harden. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, Boston. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. There's the pass to Yao. He feeds it to Harden. Shot clock at 5. Over Westbrook.
Boy, the ground Russell Westbrook can cover. It's incredible. The speed, the wingspan, breathtaking. And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
No good from LeBron. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Westbrook against Bryant. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area. Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for the Heat. Boston leading by 13. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And the basket by Jay.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Butler kicks to Harden. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Harden's got 9.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston. Al Horford's checked in for Miami. Crawford comes in for Bryant. And a new group in for the Celtics. Kevin Durant's checked in for James. Kobe comes in for Vince Carter. Jordan, he's checked in for Jay. And Iverson's subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
And when he plays with that kind of attacking basketball, almost impossible to stop near the rim.
Crawford against Jordan. Pass to Horford. Harden left side. Crawford outside. The Heat rebound. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
You know, if you give him the opportunity, Al Horford will seek contact. He wants to get to the line.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
Brown, he's checked in for James Harden. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Horford.
Yeah, catching the defender there off balance. Jordan with the great strength to convert through contact. Let's see what he can do there at the line.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw good, Jordan. The Heat trail by 18. Crawford outside. He kicks it to Brown. The dish to Butler. Good ball movement here by Miami. Crawford's shot is good.
Well, this is one of the strongest aspects of Jimmy Butler's game, playmaking for his teammates. Over the years, boy, he has gotten so much better.
Here's Iverson. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Iverson's got his third basket of the night right there.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Celtics leading by 18. And here's Kobe for 3. Bridges with the board. Here's Crawford. He's coming off a 10-point game against Chicago. Horford in the post.
I love the energy of Kevin Durant on the defensive end. Long and tall, and does a great job contesting without fouling.
The Celtics.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Hey, everybody, halftime is...
They've been assertive at the offensive end, willing and able to shoulder the scoring for their teams.
Yeah, they put on a show for us, Shaq. You know, it's something we kind of expected, but two great competitors are really going at it.
And circling back to this first half, fellas, a decisive advantage for the Celtics.
Right now, they're getting anything they want.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Michael Jordan in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
On the floor for Boston, Russell Westbrook out there with Jay. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's LeBron James. And it's KD in at the 4. The 3 from Bryant. Rebounded by the Celtics. Shaq's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Jay. Dishes it to KD. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. KD's got 8 points.
You allow Kevin Durant space from 3, he will make you pay.
Here's Kobe. Rebound by the Celtics. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Here's Jay, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. To the paint. Here's Yao. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Yao's got his second basket of the game.
And you got to appreciate the skill set Ming brings to the table. Knows no one can match up against him, and simply lofting these inside shots up and in.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. A shot by Stoudemire, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Good. 9 points in the game so far.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so Bryant will bring it up for Miami. Fires for 3, and the Heat, another 3.
And showing the range there, Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
For 3, Durant, and he's good on the 3-ball. And the Celtics lead by 20.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Westbrook with it, and it's Harden picking him up, and Shaq with the slam.
And this is why Shaq's teammates lob it up for him. They trust him to finish that alley-oop.
The Heat have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
Westbrook against Harden. Westbrook drives in, and he goes big time with the dunk right over Kobe Bryant.
Well, the vision isn't only about passing. Russell sees a driving lane and goes right to it.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And a new group in for the Heat. Al Horford is checked in for Yao. Bridges comes in for Amari Stoudemire. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Butler. And it's Crawford in for Kobe. And a new group in for the Celtics. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Durant. Bryant comes in for LeBron. Jordan's checked in for Jay. And Allen Iverson subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Harden, no good. Celtics leading by 22. Jordan outside. On the wing, Kobe. Puts up a three. He can't hit that time. Now the Heat take it the other way. Now Harden. He's got 12. 1:11 left to play here in the third. He had a nice open look right there. Harden's got 15 points.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
The Heat trail by 19. Here's Crawford. And Tatum pulls it down. The Celtics have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. From deep, Jordan, good on the three-point shot. 14 points for him.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
Harden dishes to Brown. Back to Harden. This one for three. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The shot's good from Bryant.
And showing the range there. Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
To the inside, Brown. And finished off by Brown.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
And here's Kobe from the arc. Here's Shaq, and Shaq with the slam.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
And so it's the Boston Celtics holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Stoudemire sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Horford is out there with Favors, and it's Crawford, and it's Jeremy Lamb, and it's Bridges in at the three.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Crawford's shot is good.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Outside Irving. Driving to the basket. Griffin passes to Irving. The three. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And Favors kicks to Lamb. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Griffin with it. Bridges covering. The three from Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Crawford. And Favors kicks to Lamb. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Now the opportunistic Bridges sees him falling asleep defensively. Up and over the top he goes.
And here's Anthony for 3. That shot misses. And Miami the other way now. Crawford looking over the floor. Outside, Lamb. Horford has a wide open look. That 3 off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Crawford against Irving. Kicks it to Carter.
Whether making plays for himself or his teammates as he did there, Kyrie Irving, a dynamic playmaker.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Crawford against Irving. Shot, high post. He's off on that one. Celtics have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. It's Vince Carter on the wing. Defended by Bridges. And here's Anthony from the arc.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Inside. And Favors gets it to go in on the assist from Lamb. Favors got his first bucket in this one. Crawford against Irving. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Kyrie Irving is elite, finishing on the interior. Don't let the size fool you.
On the wing, Jamal Crawford. From outside, off the mark. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Celtics.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for KD.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
Westbrook finds Jordan. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
First personal foul.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
This guy is not only incredibly talented, but Russell Westbrook has been a tireless worker, almost obsessive in improving his craft.
Crawford with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Crawford against Jordan. Passes it to Harden. Clock at 6. And it's sent back by KD.
this is probably the aspect as his career has gone on where Kevin Durant has improved the most. The defensive end, he is a real factor.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Outside, Jordan. Here he goes. Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy.
Yeah, reading the defense, knowing exactly what's needed at each moment. That's one of Jordan's unsung talents.
That's the end of the game.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how did you guys get this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options, so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops.
Yeah, you guys played your best ball at the end and got the win. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. What's better than NBA basketball on a Saturday night? We're here to bring you the action. Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. All right, a chance to check out the Orlando Magic's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they kick off a road trip to New York. Well, they'll take on the Knicks. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And we've got...
The NBA is creating international hoops academies, Commissioner Silver said.
Yeah, smart move. Thanks, Allie. And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. They've got Russell Westbrook, LeBron James out there with Kevin Durant, and it's O'Neal in at the 5. And for Orlando, filling out the wings, it'll be Suggs and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. are down low, and it's Fultz in at the point. It's early in the season, but we're already seeing some teams fall short of expectations. Grant, what do these teams need to do to get back on track?
Well, first of all, they have to relax. They can't panic. It's still early in the season. But, of course, it's on the leaders of each team to set the tone. They need to make sure everyone is locked in and on the same page.
James against Wagner. James inside. The shot won't fall. Nice D from Wagner. On the wing, Suggs. 23 points his last outing. And it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
Ha, it doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Well, I know you spent a lot of your career in Orlando. What are your favorite memories of that time?
None, B.A. You know I was hurt the entire time I was in Orlando. No, but in all seriousness, they were great people, great city, and it was fun to see young guys like Jameer Nelson and Dwight Howard get drafted and emerge as great players and leaders for their ball club.
Jay. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And, RJ, you look at the road the Celtics had to the finals last year. Man, that's as tough as it gets.
B.A., when I tell you going through Durant and then Giannis, and then you saw the way that the Heat pushed them, and then you see the Warriors in the finals as a reward, that is as tough of a road as you will ever find. And I don't see anything phasing this team now, B.A.
Down low. Here's Wagner. And Durant with the block.
We've seen Durant really improve as a defender, using his impressive length to block shots.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Jay. He's got 6. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And defensively, you have to make them work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
For Orlando, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's the pick. Westbrook against Fultz. 4-3. Suggs, no good. The Celtics have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. For 3, Durant. And it's Orlando with a rebound. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
While they weren't fighting through screens, their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
Here's Jay. He picked up 12 points in their last win against... Oh, threw it down! Wow!
And this kind of sixth slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. A big group substitution here for Orlando. Wagner's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Wagner. Cole Anthony, he's checked in for Suggs. And it's John Wall in for Fultz. Pass to Banchero. And out of bounds, Boston will have it.
Offensively, Banchero is a difference maker. Not just with the talent, but with his relentless approach.
We've got 1:55 left in the first. Here's Jordan. Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Throw it down.
Oh, he's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. To the right side. Three-pointer, Anthony. And he can't get that one. And Boston going the other way now. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Pass to Isaac. Back to Anthony. Tries to snap the cold streak. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Jordan. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Durant with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Orlando calls timeout, and this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year.
Yes, the first of 4 meetings between the teams. They should be quite familiar with one another by the end of it.
And the more you see each other, the more contentious it gets. No bad blood between these teams right now, but that can change over the course of the season.
The Celtics making a switch here. Boston on D. Back to Wagner. From downtown. No good. And it's Boston the other way. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jordan inside. Working on Anthony. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's Anthony. 23 points for him last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. To halt the run. He got a piece of it. And so it's Boston liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Magic Youth Dance Team.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
And the Boston Celtics are one of the most decorated teams in all of sports. Think about all the rings they've won, as well as the talent that they've had on their roster.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. LeBron James out there with Jason Tatum. And it's O'Neal in at center, locking down the middle. And that one's good. Jay.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Pass to Suggs. And he makes it on the layup. Suggs has got his first points in this one. Such a rich history for the respected Boston franchise.
From the days of Bill Russell to Larry Bird and Kevin McHale in the 80s, and then Pierce, Allen, KG, Rondo winning the ring in 08. The players on this roster understand how important it is to carry on that legacy.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Fultz, he's checked in for Wall. The Celtics also with a sub. Carter's checked in. Pass to Jay. Clock at 6. Jack's up at 3. Shot's good by Iverson.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Suggs. Fires the 3. James with the rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Iverson, hounded by Fultz. Offensive rebound. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Here's Jay. He's got 13. Pass to Iverson. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players,